Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolution. Takes a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
South Korea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Hullet. Look at the straight chance! It's a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to what...
Oh, he's all alone! Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be immune.
Bullet! Off the post! And he's stuck it away! They are purring, truly purring! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter.
And Hullet! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Picked out brilliantly. He's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Pirlo. Now it's Hullet. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Skill. Maldini. It's a throw-in. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Caros espectadores, consultem o ecrã gigante para informações acerca dos acessos e serviços dentro do estádio.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising the defence. What a communicator.
Under an awful lot of pressure. The less said about that pass, the better. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. Cross flung. Impressive jump. What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Portugal already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
So he's plotting something before playing it in. Oh, sweet feet. Crosses it in. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! And it's in. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Lahm. And this is Messi. No way through. He'll try from distance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pirlo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. That's a good... And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Kohler really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Messi. He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Bale. And it's Beckham. That's destined for the flank. Quick look, then plays it in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Pass somewhat off target. Lahm. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pirlo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Pele with the cross. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Cross needs to be good. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe.
Pretty robust defending.
Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pirlo. So what can they make of this? That looks a cracking ball. He's being urged to shoot. The cross. Pirlo. And they can counter here. Knocks it into space. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. And it's Beckham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Beckham. It's a good-looking delivery. And they've managed to get rid. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Hullet. Lahm spots it and intercepts. Rice. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now that's well seen too. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been cut out, well played. So, a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all
Hello
square.
everybody, and this is a quick
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Portugal get the second half started. Bullet! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. This looks promising. Chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Vieira certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Beckham. And it's Lam. That's a sharp pass. Looking for a runner. And he's intervened well there. Pelé. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Messi.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
Substitution.
Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Now there's a terrific hit. So their fourth corner of the game. Roberto Carlos goes short, and it's and a chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Roberto Carlos delivers.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here. So this to turn it right round. Save from Buffon, and he's missed altogether.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Beckham. And the counter is on. Beckham.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. Buffon gets it away. And that's been won straight back. Beckham. That has been cut short. And here's Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. Ferdinand. And it's Beckham. That's headed upfield. Lahm, who's set up one goal so far. Beckham. And he lines up a cross. And he's quick to return it. Gerrard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Threads one in. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Substitution on the field.
Roberto Carlos looking to play it into the box.
Number
Plenty of
21.
jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Number 41. Rice. Number 6.
What a save from
Messi.
Peter Schmeichel!
Number 13.
Oh,
Beckham.
smart save, he had
Playing on the
plenty to
field.
do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Number 19. Del Piero.
Cannavaro with the clearance.
George Best. Number 22. Bullet.
Played into the box. Oh, well played, well played.
Aston really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Shoots! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting. Chance for a shot! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring.
Goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Messi with the short one. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And that was very necessary. That'll be a throw-in. Big chance! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Bellingham.
6
Looking
added
for
minutes
options
has
for
been
movement.
indicated.
Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Looking for the run. Hullet. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Bellingham. A probing pass. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Well, that is one way to stop him. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Great defending, strong and determined. And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Portugal
Please
succeeded
join me
in
wishing
minimising
all
the
the best
damage
for
caused
members
by
of our
their
fan club
numerical
celebrating their
disadvantage.
wedding
Well, the
anniversary
biggest
today.
compliment I can pay them, Peter, is that they didn't look as if they'd gone down to 10 men. They spread the workload, everyone found an extra 10%.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez, because he offers loads. A real physical presence who's always going to offer you an out ball. But I think what's impressed many people in recent times about him is the pace he can actually bring to get in behind opposition defences. And that doesn't mean he'll actually hold his position centrally. He loves to go and drift to either flank, and he can easily take on a fullback and beat him.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Bellingham. That's a little off target. Vitinha, well, that has not gone well. Now he's off and running. Tacho gets across to intercept that. Oh, Red, nice interception. Nedved. And it's Gattuso. Rice gets over and intercepts. It's a searching pass. And he plays one through. And he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Turns back here, probably the best option. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now.
Shot a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Brilliantly cut out. Taken back almost at once. Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's made its way to him. Núñez! Oh, brilliant from Darwin Núñez! A finish of true class. And Porto go in front.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
It's Bale! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Time and again they are repelled. Nuno Mendes. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. Bruno Fernandes. Bale, and this is Bale, and a header! And there's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking.
Getting up there! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham, he is onto this. Bruno Fernandes. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Now it's Hullet. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mendes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Hullet. And it's Vieira. Pass is just off target. Knocks it into space. Shapes to shoot! And a neat finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Portugal go up by 2 and are looking good.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd is off.
Mbappe, Hullet. Oh, good ball. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Portugal have themselves a chance from the spot.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Portugal visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And we've reached half-time.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 3. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar.
We're on the move again.
Número 17.
Cannavaro. And he's had it nicked away. Could move up a gear here. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Portugal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Pacho. Bellingham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Porto couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. Vitinha, Konsa. And it's Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! And it's come back out to him. Yes! And with that, he takes home the match ball. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
And that could set him on his way. Now it's Pelé. Hangs in a cross. Ibrahimovic. And it's Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. Gives it back. Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Totti. Yamal. Lovely feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Totti. Totti. Oh, well played, well played. Well, that looks a decent ball. That pass isn't the best. Now, can they get him away? And this is Pelé!
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Maldini wins the duel this time. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Gattuso. That has been slung wide. Vieira gets a foot in here. And here's Hullet. Now it's Pelé. Pelé going forward. Oh, well played.
Pelé clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Looking to play him in. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. It's anyone's ball now. Now it's Pelé. Gattuso. And now the breakaway. Ambitious ball here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cafu. And Yamal. And this is Messi. Maradona. Pelé. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. It's a promising position, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Gattuso. Zanetti. And it's Jordi Alba. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Maradona was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a good ball out wide. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, super find. Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chance. And again!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Pelé with the... And a header! That's put paid to the danger. So, a temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So the action resumes. So neither side has yet broken through. And here's Totti. Space for him to turn and look.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Pelé. Maradona.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bale. Oh, that's a key interception. Gattuso running with intent.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10. Número 13. Número 22.
Mbappé.
Os seus lugares a número 8.
Pirlo.
Número 18.
And he's had it nicked
Número
away.
7. Está a proceder para uma
Cafu.
substituição.
And he's there to make the challenge. Taken back almost at once. Can he get it through? There's the shot! And it's a goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark. Oh, good climb! Oh, good finish! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Cafu. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Cafu made a search from full-back. As it turned out, unsuccessfully. Oh, no joy this time. Zanetti. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And they win it back again. Spread it left. Aims beyond the defence. It's a good spell of... And the shot! Yes! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now that's well seen too. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Distributed tidily. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's a pretty loose pass. Rummenigge. Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land. Gattuso. Oh, it's Batistuta. Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. Skims one in. And it's Gattuso. And here's Messi. Bale. Nicely weighted ball. Gattuso promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh no, what has happened here? Triol. Gattuso, not the most accurate pass. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Oh no, he misses from the spot.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Nedved. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He shifted it to the flank. Bellingham. That's been slipped through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Bale. Rummenigge. And he was alert to it. And that is well cleared. Gattuso. And it's Maradona. And it's Jordi Alba. Brilliantly cut out.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely shaped ball. Great chance! Cannavaro. Quality ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Rummenigge claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Now this man Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
And here's Bale. And they can counter here. And it's Hullet. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hullet. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Somewhat off target. Pirlo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pepe. Now it's Hullet. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Great chance! Defending of the desperate variety. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Mbappe! And that's a simple one for the keeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi has got himself a free kick.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Hullet. Messi. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Still goalless. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has a look and plays it forward. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Hullet. Mbappe is onto this. And the shot! Oh, he's fallen loose again! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And this is Sneijder. And a chance! And that's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted. Shot a goal! Long ball upfield. Bale chasing after it. Hullet, who can single-handedly make a difference. Oh, cracking ball. Flagged offside. Azar. Pepe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And here's Bale. Now it's Sneijder. And here's Hazard. Messi. Thuram. And it's Nedved. It's a searching pass. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's the chance to counter. Gullit. Oh, well played. Varane can clear it away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vieira. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's fabulous. Swing, can he finish? What a wonderful goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly... And that is indeed the final act. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half, neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second period is on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They've got to be quick to recover this. And this is Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Referee's given a throw. Vieira. Now it's Hazard. And it's Messi. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. And that has left him in a heap.
Gullit really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, he is not giving anything away. Now it's Gullit. Couldn't squeeze it through. Taken back almost at once. Portugal needing a change of fortune here. Nedved. Nedved running with intent. Cross needs to be good. And that's the keeper's ball. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Sneijder. Knocks it into space. Sneijder unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And this is Gullit. Mbappe. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Messi clears it away.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Substituição para Portugal. Número
Pullet
18.
considers his options.
Número 7.
This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Messi. Número 10. Número 17. Pirlo. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Pele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Número 14. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Just about up to 75 minutes. Pele. Great vision. Tries a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Portugal cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rummenigge. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's Bale! And he should have made them pay.
Bale has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. It's gone for a throw-in. Decent chance! Mbappe is magnificent! He's got himself an absolute peach.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Portugal did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, that's clever. Rummenigge is onto this. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vieira. Mbappe. Rummenigge. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Searching pass he's played there. Delivery from Mbappe. And it's claimed by the keeper. No, that's been intercepted. Strokes it back. No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively. Kimmich kept his eye on it, and he's there. Dani Olmo. Kimmich. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Oh, well measured, and he was quick to react. Oh, can he get onto this? Nedved, that's a little off target. Kimmich, and it's Olmo. And here's Ibrahimovic. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now he's got space here. That's a shade optimistic. Vieira. Gerrard.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
The ball has bounced loose now. He has found the way through. Ah, that's a fine interception. Dani Olmo. Juve. Knocks it into space. This is a promising build-up. Nesta deals with that comfortably. Mbappe. Mbappe. Now it's Gerrard.
Oh, really well played.
That looks a cracking ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's gone direct here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Hullet. Kimmich. 15 minutes till half-time. Kimmich cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Not the most accurate pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Juve. Gerrard proves too strong. And the through ball. Well, he's felt that, has... And Hullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, played right into his path. And the ball is out of play. Dani Olmo. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Good read, needed to be. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. He's gone forward. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Mbappe going about things with real menace. Foot in. Gerrard. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in. Oh, important interception. Nedved bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Just eases him off the ball. Nesta. Mbappe. The Netherlands can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Schlotterbeck cuts it out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Vieira. Quality ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Schlotterbeck produces the perfect tackle there. Looking for options for movement. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Threads one in. That is a brilliant interception. Ibrahimovic going after that.
Portugal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. That's really well manoeuvred. 60 minutes played. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Succumbs to the pressure. Diouf. Pressure coming in from all directions. Diouf unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Schlotterbeck kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, it really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
There's a sharp little ball here. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10.
So, third corner of the game.
Número 8. Número 7. Número 18. Número 6. Gerard. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 9.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Bale. Número 22.
That pass isn't the best.
Número 13.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Vamos dar lugar a uma
That's clear cut.
substituição.
It's a free kick. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And he's there to clear it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is good strength. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way you
Just the keeper in his... Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
The Netherlands are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's an excellent interception.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
And it's Gerrard, and he's had it nicked away. And this is Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. Bale! And it's in! And what a climax we have here! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Portugal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Bellingham. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Tries to pass it through. Cross into the box.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has ended up in no man's land. And time is up. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So off we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively.
There's the header! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Satisfyingly simple. There's Shevchenko! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, well measured. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now that's well seen too, and that's really well manoeuvred. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Now it's Shevchenko. Turan. Otto calmly anticipates. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Rummenigge. He can run onto that, and this is Bale. Bale. Now Mbappe. Pirlo. And here's Shevchenko. Mbappe shapes to shoot! And there's a goal! AC Milan are all square. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is...
And the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And here's Shevchenko. Now that looks a decent... Shevchenko! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Beckenbauer. Otto. Oh, what has happened here? Rummenigge. Now it's Del Piero. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. And they've got a throw. And it's Nedved. Now it's Del Piero. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he finish? Pepe gets it away. Decent chance! In he goes again. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Shevchenko. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, good ball. Shot could be on. Pull it, and the counter is on. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Shevchenko. And he plays one through. Beckenbauer. Gattuso. And he's there to make the challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Bale. Rummenigge. Pull it promptly onto that, and that is that. Pirlo. Del Piero. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. The second half is up and running. Nicely weighted ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. Odo. Gattuso. We expected better, and so did he. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gattuso kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pirlo. And this is Bale. Timber does really well to win the ball there. And here's Bale. Bale. And it's Del Piero.
This is the time you need that pace.
And this is Bale.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the through ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Milan can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass.
It's Bale! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Nedved with the delivery. And he's there to clear it. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard makes the interception. That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rijkaard. Bale. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against... Bale. He's through here. Well read, nice interception.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That is good alertness. Played out to the left flank. Rummenigge. Nedved. Beckenbauer. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 2. Pepe. Numero 5.
Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Numero 19.
A heavy challenge.
Il numero 10.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Cambio di giocatori.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Messi. Oh, it's a great... And the finish!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
It's a goal kick. Gattuso. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, well played, well played. And that's that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your final thoughts?